Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom. This episode is, does today NBA actually play defense? So you guys already know that our Facebook group is filled with a lot of hate for LeBron James and today's NBA. But one of the main things we always hear is that today's NBA plays no defense. And they're saying all of this because, as you can see, players are just putting up remarkable games night in and night out in today's NBA. But instead of appreciating greatness, what you get from ESPN NBC fans is this. So in summary, what this person is trying to state is that all these players are going off shows that the NBA is soft, it's watered down, there's no defense, and all of a sudden now, Wilt Chamberlain's 100 points is in jeopardy. At first, they were going to actually praise Spider for his great game to make fun of LeBron, but when they realized LeBron James fans recognized today's greatness, they had to switch their tune. So now they don't know what to do. They're completely confused. And like most times, they'll go ahead and let someone else speak for them. So they go run and get quotes and opinions from others. Now, since they can't speak for themselves, they go get others to speak for them. So they go run and get that Giannis quote and that Luka quote about how difficult it is to score in Euro leagues compared to the NBA. Now, if we ask these ESPN NBC fans what rules were changed to help the offense score more points and make the league soft, they'll bring up hand checking and the 3-second rule, which we have already debunked in other videos. But here is Giannis's quote exactly, and what he talks about is the spacing on the floor in Euro leagues. He also talks about the ability to drive to the lane or create driving lanes, and he also talks about the intensity of the games in Euro leagues and how it's different from today's NBA. Now let's talk about the spacing that Giannis was talking about. If you notice here, the NBA court is bigger than the European size basketball court, which actually gives the players less space to play on the court. Not only that, the league actually has a shorter three-point line than the NBA line. So that also shortens the space available for players to create and drive to the basket. Also, the NBA and the WNBA are the only basketball leagues that actually have a defensive 3-second rule. That does not exist in Euro leagues. So teams are allowed to play zone defense with a man sitting in the paint with no repercussions of any kind. Lastly, Euro leagues are also very strict when it comes to traveling calls and carrying calls, which the NBA is kind of loose on. So Euro leagues are not tougher, they're just different. The rules make it different, but it's always been that way for Euro leagues compared to the NBA. It was difficult to score in Euro leagues in the 90s. It's just that the 90s NBA players were far more superior to the international players compared to today. Today's international players are just far more better and skilled. The NBA is far more better and skilled. As we stated plenty of times before, look at how many great players are able to put up great numbers in today's NBA compared to the players just 10 years ago. Again, the game has evolved so well that players can actually do more than be a role player. They actually have a bag. And the final word is, if you guys think NBA players and coaches go out into a game thinking, I'm going to let somebody score 70 points on me, you are not a real NBA fan.
And that's the double truth, Ruth.